have this really, really hot cup of tea because I thought it would look cute on camera, but it's burning my fingers. It's like 88 degrees here, and I feel like I wanted to talk about fall things to distract myself from my lack of air conditioning and LA's weather patterns. So I have a few things I want to tell you that I've been loving these past few weeks. First thing that I've been absolutely obsessed with is early 2000s cinematography. Ramona and Beezus is such a beautifully shot film. I'm gonna call it what it is. It's a film. I was watching it recently and I didn't realize that it was shot on film. And I think that during that period there was a transition from doing lots of digital stuff on television, but film wasn't caught up yet. So it's really cool to look back and be like, oh my God, this project was shot on film, and like I wouldn't have realized it. That also leads me to being absolutely obsessed with, and it's one of my visual inspirations for like any project ever, is the cinematography on the OC. I absolutely recommend watching it. Just the visuals itself and the fact that it was shot on film, and just like how those colors are translated and how the look and feel of like the people on screen are translated looks so beautiful. And I'm just wanting and like yearning to go back to that. I hope that if I make a project shot on film, it will look like that instead of something grainy. I'm so curious why that is, and if it is just a style, or if we're not really taught how to shoot in the same way that like cinematographers were when they were shooting TV and they were shooting film in the early 2000s. And it kind of breaks my heart that that changed, but I really want to get back to that. The next thing I am absolutely obsessed with is Iowa Debris' eyebrows. I just encourage you to pay attention to that part of her face because she's got a great face, but if you just look at the eyebrows, it might give you a sense of relief, a sense of joy that things will be all right in the world, because they are absolutely glorious. Moving on. There's this one sweater with a lighthouse on it. I think it's called Highland Lighthouse by Bodega, and I'm seeing it everywhere online, and I think I love nautical things, so it makes sense that I'm obsessed with it. But any like landscape or any like nautical visual knitted onto a sweater is one of my favorite things. I love a lobster sweater. You will not see me like cracking open a lobster, but you definitely will see me wearing a lobster sweater. I find myself missing things like separate from like the digital age that we're in. And so when it comes to things like knitwear or shooting on film, I think it's just yearning for something that feels physically tangible, if that makes sense, because we're so like in this digital world. But also I just think that like a lighthouse would be really cute on a sweater. So there's that. The next thing I'm obsessed with is the Hermes Spring 2000 Ready to Wear collection. Flowy, light, like gorgeous sweaters and like long flowy skirts. Like the collection just screams comfort and luxury at the same time. I don't know, it's very glamorous in a way, and I absolutely aspire to just have something like draped on me. I want Hermes to just like drape something on me. So if we can make that happen, that would be lovely. The next thing that I've been loving are serif fonts and anything handwritten. I feel like you can't go wrong with a serif when it comes to like website designing or like anything digital. Like I will choose a Times New Roman, or I will choose a Garamond, especially Apple Garamond. I don't know, I just like a little bit of flair. Is there anything wrong with that? Like, I like a little bit of flair. And I'm loving anything handwritten, especially like handwritten like movie posters. The title is handwritten, or the sequence. Like, I just love something that looks like it was made from someone's hands, especially with the contrast of like everything online, to see someone's handwriting on like an Instagram post or like cute little letters. Like, I don't know, I really enjoy looking at things like that. I'm realizing that this month is a month of appreciating things outside of my phone and outside of my computer, even though I think that's where I tend to live. yeah, this tea is still really, really hot.